Good evening, how you guys doing? Good afternoon. I'm so out of time. So yesterday, happy Saturday. I bought three of these mega boxes of what are they? USA Baseball Stars and Stripes Prism. So guarantee three autographs or memorabilia cards per box on average, right? Four cards, 10 packs, so 40 cards of mega. So out of three of them, this is stuff I pulled out. Taking into consideration what I'm showing you are just the silver, the hits, the inserts, the autos, the color stuff, all the comments. I'm giving them away, like I was saying in the other video, which I erased, to the veterans at the VA hospital where I work at. Because I work in the spinal cord injury section, and so a lot of those veterans, a lot of them don't get visitors. A lot of them, bedbound, or on wheelchair. Sometimes they want to get up, sometimes they don't. So, I share with them some of my cards, so to lift the spirits, you know what I mean? And so the comments, which it might be good, it's just their base. Because a lot of these are like high school kids, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Like this guy's in the majors. Christian Moore, he plays for the Angels, but he got sent down. Bryce Eldridge just got called up by the Giants. But like what I'm saying is, and concerning these cards, a bunch of these kids, I just don't know who they are. They might be great down the road, but if they are, and some of those cards I give away, hey, that's good for my buddies at the VA, right, that I give them to. There's this guy, Rock Chalowski. So, I mean, some of these players are a little bit older, the college age, 18, 19, 20, 21, so they're a little bit older. These are the green prisms, not numbered. Did you send the back prism? There's Nolan Hatch. I have no idea who that is. Another green prism of Cantu, Marcus Cantu. Another green prism of KJ Scobie. This one looks cool. Fireworks, just like the football ones. Green prism of AJ Garcia. Another green prism, Jason Morrow Jr. Yeah, a lot of these people, I don't know who they are. But like I say, it's just somebody's kids. We just don't know who they are yet. Kai Sapp on the green. A lot of these guys might make it, might not, but they're finding themselves, right? Just like a lot of us were when we were younger. They might go on to college and switch sports or not even get into sports. Who knows? Some of them might make it in the majors. Be the next Dalton Rush and Mike Trout, right? What's his Paul Skeens, you never know. Some more green prisms. So yeah, these cards are hard to tell what's the true value of them, but I have fun with these kind of cards. And in my case, I'm collecting these cards not for the money, obviously, because a lot of these kids won't even make it, but just the simple fact that you get to watch them develop from little kids to here come some of the guys that made it in the majors. Look, Team USA, I believe Paul Skeens. Yeah, and the prismatic, the base. It's another Paul Skeens on the base fireworks, who doesn't even look like Paul Skeens right there. Like this guy right here, a prismatic of Connor Griffin, a green one who just made it to the majors, right? So like I'm saying, like a lot of these kids, we don't know what's the outcome of their features, you know. Here's a blue cracked ice of Orion Gonzalez. That one's numbered 18 of 99. You know. And some orange cracked ices right here. Liam Peterson to 199. Right. Here's Brock Bliss again on the orange prism or cracked ice to 199. Yeah, a lot of number stuff. And here comes the big boys. Get ready, guys. Here we have Brody Crane on the patch card. Here you have Connor Wells on the patch card. So I'm assuming these are pictures. Yeah, they look like pictures. I don't know who they are, but you know. Here we have batter Cullen Scott on the patch card. Here we have Eric Becker again on the patch card. Here we have Brian Ravello again on the patch card. Hey, here we have Brody Popel again on the patch card. And here comes the big boys, at least in my opinion. You have a silver prism auto of Kyle Johnson prism. It's just considered prism. So at the bottom says prism. Not numbered, not on card, but it's auto. Right. Here you have the cooler stuff, which is not numbered, just a green prism of Ethan Kleinschmidt. The auto on the bottom right there. Not on card sticker. Prism. It just says prism, right? But look at this bad boy right here. Kekoa De La Torre. That looks sick, right? Very patriotic looking, at least in my opinion. 45 of 99. I don't know if you could tell. I know, I see it. So that looks sick. Unfortunately, it's a picture again. But hey, we're having fun, right? Like I said, it's not about the money. When it comes to these cards, it's about the joy. You know? And here you have another guy who made it to the majors on the base fireworks. Brooks Lee, who's actually been doing real great. So there you go. I don't know if you guys enjoyed this little video, but I did. In a few, I'm gonna make another one because I'm just having a great time today. Here we have MGD, which I haven't had in a long time. That's what I used to drink when I was broke. I was telling my wife, me and my uncle. You know, I still do things that I used to do before. You know, when I was on my hustle, trying to make it. Like I'm sure a lot of us were in our youth, right? So if you like what you saw, hit like and subscribe. Till next time, share my video, peace.